Good morning, it's Kate from Grow Your Own Joy. It is Saturday, March 4th. I have not filmed in a few weeks and I am way behind on editing, so it could be a little while before you see this. I may actually post this out of order and then go back and edit all the stuff that I have from, I don't even know, probably January and February. So with construction and things happening around the house, being sick, and also we went on a family trip that we had scheduled before we knew construction was happening when it would. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been hard to keep up with things. There's a snowstorm happening outside, so I'm going to have to wait a little while before I can go to the grocery store because I'm stuck in the driveway. The snow is really wet and heavy. The plan is to get back to meal planning and grocery shopping and get back into the swing of things. So I'll show you the meal plan, the grocery list, and what we plan on doing with it, and I'll film what we're cooking this week as well. Here is my breakfast on Saturday morning. This is very veggie heavy, but it is like a Mediterranean egg, so it has some Greek olives that I need to use up, some Kalamata olives, I guess, spinach, onion, egg, what else? Feta and Parmesan, and then my hash brown patties. So I found this list when I was cleaning, and it looks like I had spilled some coffee or something on it, but I'm still going to use it just to make use of what I have. So here's a meal planner. This is from like TJ Maxx or something. It's really old. So here's a meal planner. I don't actually cook things on these days. I just put meals in the boxes. And then here is a grocery list, and I am going to plan for this week. My plan is to get a meal plan done, and I will show you what I'm thinking. Here's the meal plan. I'm probably gonna have to change it a little bit. It looks like it's going to be snowing till about 5 o'clock. I am here by myself. No one is around to help me shovel. And the snow is really heavy. So I've been working at it, but I'm getting pretty tired. So I don't know if I'll be able to shovel myself out of the end of the driveway, but if I am, I will go grocery shopping. If not, I'm just going to wait for someone to come home and help me. So tacos on corn tortillas with Spanish rice. I was going to buy some guac and pico and some corn tortillas, but I just remembered, I think I have corn tortillas in the back of my freezer, and I could go without guac and pico. Maybe I'll make some black beans in the Instant Pot instead and do something with that. So that's the plan for tonight, but I might not be going to the grocery store, and that's fine. It'll actually end up saving me money and helping me further use up what I have on hand. Unstuffed cabbage was something from last week's menu plan that I didn't get to, so we'll make that. I got some pork country ribs from our meat share this month, and then I'm going to buy some Brussels sprouts and sweet potato to go with those. There's this paleo chicken recipe. I don't know if I've shared it with you before, but we'll make those chicken thighs with some homemade ranch to go on them, or to go like on the everything, and some frozen broccoli that I have, and I'm going to buy cauli rice. Before we went away, I had a bunch of apples in the fridge that needed something to be done with them, so I actually peeled and cut them up and froze them, and I'm going to use that to make an apple crisp at some point. And a backup meal, because that might not be enough, is either some Italian sausage that I got from my meat share with some pasta, or something with a smoked sausage. I can come up with that on the fly though. So here's a look at my grocery list. But again, I might not get this cilantro pico guac right now, or corn tortillas. I might just end up using what I have and making do, and then I can cross all that out. So while I was looking in my freezer, I found tortillas. I was also looking for some cilantro that I could use, because sometimes I freeze cilantro. I don't have that, but I do have some parsley that maybe I could use just to add a little bit of green. So on the list, I crossed out corn tortillas. I don't think I'm going to the grocery store tonight. I'm going to cross out guac and pico. I have salsa. We'll go without the guacamole. I'm crossing out cilantro. I'm going to use parsley. And I found a thing of cauli rice in the back of the freezer, so I don't need that. So I actually eliminated quite a bit off of my grocery list. and that will be helpful. So in my Instant Pot are all the veggie scraps and chicken scraps. There are onion peels, celery, I think there's some leeks from the garden in here, carrots. I don't know what else, but I will cover this with water and just let it go for a while, probably like an hour and a half. I'll add some apple cider vinegar to help break down the chicken bones that are down in there, and that will make a great stock. And then while that's going, I'm going to see if I have beans and get those soaking, and I'm actually going to go edit some videos because I am still editing meals from January. I think the video I'm working right on now is like January 21st through 26th, so I really need to get going on everything. And because I'm trapped in the house in a snowstorm, it is the perfect time to do so. I'm also going to try to get some things done around the house to sort of recover from being away and coming right back into a busy work week. So yeah, I don't know what I'll end up sharing on here, but we'll see. We'll see where the day takes us. My water in my Instant Pot, and I put in some apple cider vinegar. I actually used up the rest of this bottle, so that's fabulous. I have another one ready to go, and I will cook this on the soup and broth setting for like an hour and a half, probably, or 2 hours, and let it natural release. I found a bag of black beans, and typically I would can these so they would be shelf stable, but for keeping things simple right now, these will be just frozen in containers or baggies. So I'm going to pick through these and then get them soaking, and then after the broth is done, I will cook these in my Instant Pot. So I ended up being able to go to Market Basket today. It's still Saturday. I had some help and we were able to get out of the end of the driveway and the roads have cleared. So I went to Market Basket. I spent $65.91 and I did not get very much. I did end up getting the guac and the salsa that I said I was going to pass on, just because I was there and it will be nice to have with dinner. But I did not buy the cilantro, the tortillas, or the, what's the other thing? Or the cauliflower rice, because I kind of found things I can use instead in the house. So that did save me a little bit of money. So if you want to see what I spent on things, you can pause and take a look. So they finally, this was not on my list, but they finally had my Siggi's vanilla and cinnamon yogurts. And they had this fig and lemon zest that looked like something I wanted to try. I got one of my guilty pleasures, my Coffee Mate. They only had the small cottage cheeses, so I just got one of those. I've never tried this salsa before, but it looked really good. So I figured I would try that. They did not have the guacamole I normally buy, so I figured I would try this one, which was actually in the produce section and cheaper than the one that I normally buy. So we'll see if that's any good. I got 2 sweet potatoes. This is a bag of Brussels sprouts. On Reduced, they had these 2 broccoli crowns for 98 cents. I got some chicken thighs. I don't normally buy a ton of meat at the grocery store, but the house that my freezer is at, everyone in that house is sick, and I am not going there to get things out of my deep freezer, so I did have to buy chicken, because I just don't really have any to use that's boneless here at the house. I got Tostitos scoops, which is not my normal purchase, but they were out of the late July chips. I still have chips. Got my husband his Parmesan garlic and oat milk for my husband's coffee. We're out of olive oil. I think we have just a teeny tiny bit left at the bottom of the bottle, so we got that. Got a vanilla bean ice cream. Ice cream is not something we purchase very often, but I had apples I needed to use up before we went on vacation, so I just chopped them up and put them in the freezer. But they're taking up a lot of space, so I'm going to make an apple crisp, and we'll put ice cream on top, and that'll be a nice treat. Sour cream to go with the tacos or tostadas tonight. And then I got a tomato sauce and a petite diced tomatoes to go with the, what is it? To go with the unstuffed cabbage that I plan on making this week. So very small haul. $65.91, but that should get us by for this week. So the broth is all done, and I'm just letting it cool a little bit, and then I will to some of these freezer containers and label them and try to fit those into my freezer. All right, so I got 4 cups of stock for the Spanish rice, 3 of these big containers of stock for the freezer, and 1 small one. I don't know, are these a quart? Not really sure. And then I put the black beans into the Instant Pot after soaking them for a while. And I added like garlic, salt, cumin, bay leaf, onion flakes, and those will go for like 40 minutes. We'll see how they are. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, everyone.